All right, what is going on, ladies and gentlemen? This is going to be an interesting one here
It is.
because this is Battalion 1944, and
You play CS:GO, right?
I'm a CS:GO commentator, so I'm just like new man. I like that. Good, nicely done, Rob. Nicely done, and Dougie Poo, as he put on there. But yeah, so we'll have to see how this goes because I've never commentated this game before. I've played it a handful of times. And we do seem to have a knife round going here. So tell me a little bit about this game. Battalion 1944 kind of seems like it's modeled after the early days of Call of Duty.
Yeah, definitely. So this game kind of came out, to appease, not necessarily appease, but for the market of old Call of Duty players, and kind of the way it's been brought up now is it's kind of like a little CS:GO Call of Duty hybrid that's happening, and it's fast paced, and that's why a lot of the COD players, like COD 2, COD 4 players, are really into this game right now.
Right.
So that's really where the fan base has come from.
Okay. So which version of COD is this mostly molded after?
So it's weird. It's kind of a combination of both because it's World War II. So off the bat, you're thinking Call of Duty 2 right away. But then you've got Sprint as well, and then the sniper, and the way that the game plays is a little bit more like COD 4. So that's how it kind of happened.
All right. Well, it does look like we're live into this one, so we are just going to go ahead and pick this up and see where things let the chips fall where they may. So we've got a handful of frags coming out here for at the Allies side. And trying to fight this one back. Tanaka able to pick up one kill, but he is extremely low on HP, and he is now the last man standing as Hero gets taken down. So it's going to be a 1 versus 4, or 1 versus 3 with that bomb planted. So good luck to him with 30 seconds, and they will lose the round. So the Allies picking up the first round of this matchup. Yeah,
UNL doing a great job there of getting into A bomb site, usually through coast or through that red house is where you're going to make your money planting that bomb at A. And with these default rounds, you're going to see a lot of the players either go all A or all B, one way or the other. And that one, they decide to go A.
All right, so tell me a little bit about these two teams, because you said you're pretty familiar with the teams. The scene isn't massive like some of the other esports that are out there, but it is growing. So tell me about these teams.
Absolutely. So you have Team Magic and then Unloveables. Team Magic being considered the better team, I would say. They have players like Tanaka and BCJ and then Lex, from the CS:GO scene, and they have more experience and they have the better fraggers. Then Unloveables, a lot of late COD 4 players, a lot of really good guys, but they've got their hands full, I think, here with Magic.
Yeah, and you actually saw Lex picking up the first frag of the round. It's starting to fight back a little bit, but it is a 1 versus 4 in this situation, so the Unloveables not in a favorable position after picking up the opening round. They're kind of on the back foot this time around, so we'll see if Jben can work some magic into this one or whether or not he's going to get taken down and be tied up here, and we are going to end up tied up at a 1-1 scoreline. And I got to say, after the first couple of rounds here, it's like you said, the pace of this is much, much faster than what you would normally get when it comes to like a CS:GO commentator or CS:GO cast or something like that, where a minute and 45 seconds, they'll wait all the way until 25 seconds left in the round to have an execution. This is very in your face. The map seemed a lot smaller.
Yeah, so the maps are a little bit smaller, and we're going to see it slow down a little bit, but it's definitely faster than CS:GO, especially with these default rounds. People just go one way or the other right off the bat. You're going to see late in rounds, a couple of 1-on-2s are going to slow it down a little bit, and a lot of other teams play slow, both of these teams being fast-paced teams, so that's making it exponentially worse there, and the nade goes down on a fire as well.
Yeah, and that was actually a lot of damage onto 2 players. Actually killed 1 of the 3 that it hit. But as you can see, over time, the HP actually does recover in this game. So if you can find some cover, you might be able to get back into the gunfights.
For sure, and that being something from Call of Duty that we're really used to as ex-Call of Duty players, is that regen that you really need to keep going. You don't have a health bar, and once it regens, you're back in the fight really quickly.
All right, so you can see taking a couple of shots here. The last 2 remaining Unlucko players are going to be over here around the side, and it's just going to be really difficult for Mystik and Enji to make something happen. The high ground has been taken here with the frags. Not yet on the board, but they are coming around the corner here, trying to get a favorable angle, and Enji's actually going to find one onto BCJ, putting it into a 2 versus 3, and now he's going to find some cover, wait for that health to regen, and now they're going to try to take the gunfight in this 2 versus 3. The bomb's still yet to be planted.
Yeah, and that's what's going to make this clutch difficult for these two, because although they do have control of that yellow house over by the B site, they're going to need that bomb in order to win out. And here you go, you're going to see Pride on that B statue take out both of them there. So a good round by Pride.
All right, and again, tell me a little bit more about the economy system in this. You can see those little coins that are dropping on the ground. Tell me about how you use those as far as getting better weaponry in the game.
Sure. So, you know, similar to CS:GO, where there's a buy system now that you need to purchase weapons. The difference here is in Battalion, every player is going to drop a coin when he or she dies, whether it's your teammate or not, or whether you got the frag or not. And you're going to pick up that coin and use that coin in the buy menu at the beginning of the round in order to buy weapons. And of course, the better weapons, so to speak, grenades, utility, are going to cost coins. And that's why, you know, it's a very big part of the game, picking up those coins late in rounds.
Gotcha. Well, Lex, opportunities abound. A lot of players in his face there. Swaps over, looking for the frags, and he will find the first. Good backup there from Tanaka. Doubles down as well, as Mojo and Jben are going to go down outside of this red house. Lex still peeking around the corner, not able to find the frag, but it is just going to be Mystik in a 1 versus 3 situation here to close out the round. Trying to shuck and jive and get out of there, and he will find an exit. For now, he is going to be cornered inside of that red house.
Yeah, Tanaka here with that scope in bottom A. It is a position that a lot of players do elect to play with the scope. Most players are going to pick mid, but Tanaka here, I've seen him do it before. He's going to be at bottom A. And I believe he got a +10 collateral there in that bottom red house. So if you can hold the bomb site with that scope, it can pay off for sure.
Yeah, definitely. And him backing up Lex in that situation as well, where Lex was watching for that walk around the corner. Still waiting for the peak to come out here. Tanaka just poised, waiting. 29 seconds left on the clock as it's starting to tick down. Just a really tough position here for Mystik to be in.
Absolutely, and let's take a look at what Mystik has. And this will lead into our economy discussion. He does have 2 default weapons here, and he has the bomb. So he's really not in this position meant to save, considering both his weapons are default weapons. They're very cheap, and he has the bomb. So I would have liked to have seen a clutch attempt out of him. He's going to take down Hero, though, who's going to drop his weapon. And there you go. There's the coin he's going to pick up. So Mystik, just, you know, he likes his 2 weapons, all their defaults, and he's going to save them as the round ends.
All right, so we're now at a 3-1 scoreline in favor of Magic, right?
Team Magic.
Team Magic. Okay, yes. Gotcha. It's weird because we don't get them up on the top like in CS:GO. I'm sure that there's something in the config or something like that that'll allow you to see the team names up at the top, but we don't have that luxury for this matchup. So, Team Magic 3-1 now. Oh.
I think we do.
I don't have it on mine, but there's an over. You know what, Rob? You're just magical. Not to be confused with Team Magic, who's playing Battalion 1944 right now and winning 3-1. A little bit of spam coming around the statue side. Again, it looks like, ooh, that's a tight angle. Tanaka. What a shot from him. Beautiful little flick, drops him down. Now he's going to spy towards the red window. See whether or not they can get more out of this round. Look at this flank coming out from BCJ. It's spotted. He's taken down. So we're even strength now, but Mystik, again, very, very low, as well as Lex. So a little back and forth early on in this round.
Yeah, and anytime you're on the Allies on most of these maps are defensive sided. So you know, Unloveables, you know, they're down 2. They did win that opening round, so they're by no means in a poor position here. As Tanaka's going to be jumping around that scope, and he does escape. So let's see if UNL here though can take that round as Jben's going to get 2. Wow, great shot there. Yeah,
Tanaka doing a really good job of staying alive there and also picking up that 1 extra frag. But unfortunately, it's going to go with the 2-man advantage. They are all up in the top side of that. What would you call that?
That's top A, the A-bomb side. Yeah,
okay.
Top A.
On the A-bomb side. I was going to say broken wall or something like that since it's got a big blast hole in the side of it.
Yeah.
But see if we can get a 3 versus 1 clutch here. Really tough position. 2 players prone at the top of the stairs. 1 spotted and taken down. Nicely done. And we will see Unloveables finding another round. So 5 rounds in, and we're pretty even keel here.
Yeah, and now you're going to see the economy system for UNL swing in their favor as they have those, what we call in the NA community, shekels in the bank, and they've got all those Tommies. And then on our other side, you have Team Magic now is going to have to elect to buy minimal weapons here, the default semi-auto and some default SMGs. So they're in a little bit of a tough spot here early on. Unloveables is playing really well.
Now, as the rounds go on, do you actually accrue coins just through losing rounds, winning rounds kind of thing?
Yeah, so you'll pick up coins no matter if you get a kill or not. Based just the round will end, you'll get a coin. If you plant the bomb, defuse the bomb, you'll get some coins, and then you'll max out at 12. So you can donate coins to your players.
Oh, okay.
Which I did forget from earlier. So if you pick up 10, you have a killer round. You can donate those coins to your teammates and help them out.
Gotcha. All right. So it's kind of like dropping weapons.
Yeah, you can't drop weapons, but you can at least drop the shekels, which is what we like.
Gotcha. All right, so a little bit more of a slow-paced round, but early days, Unloveables going to find that opening pick. Lots of trades coming out right now, and Mojo, he's having himself a bit of a round, picks up 2 more kills. And Tanaka, again, very, very low over here on the other side of the map towards that A bomb site. And he's going to go for a little bit of regen right now. Oh, and look at this, Jben. Can he spot the gun barrel? He's right around the corner
He
from
might
that.
know. I'm not sure if he does yet.
It doesn't look like he actually knows that he's there. He's going to fire a shot, try to bait him out, and he does just that. Gets the leg shot, pulls out the SMG, but he's not able to land the kill. However, his teammate does clean that one up. Mojo's on 3 kills for the round right now, and Tanaka, the last man standing, trying to make the best of this situation with the shotgun.
Yeah, and right here, I think his best move there is definitely to go yellow house. But now he has a Tommy, so he can elect to go to the front of the site here as he's going to move in.
Bomb planted.
He's going to be waiting, just trying to figure out where those footsteps are going, pushing through the smoke right now, trying to make his way around the corner. 2 players to find, one right here behind the wall. Spotted, takes him down, looking for this 1 versus 2 clutch, trying to bide his time to allow that health to regen a little bit before he goes for that defuse. Player right around the corner, did come back to the bomb site, and now we're tied up 3-3.
Yeah, and that was a great B bomb site take there by Unloveables, and you saw Jben. Unfortunately, he did lose that car 98 that he picked up because he got a tag, and BCJ scooped him up. But right now, Unloveables is playing really well. If they can continue to take bomb sites like they are, they're going to get great economy late in the round with all these bomb plants.
Gotcha. All right, so you can, instead of carrying the pistol with you the entire time, you can actually upgrade that to a SMG or something, so you can just pick up a secondary gun off the ground and replace your pistol with it.
Yeah, so it's an old school COD 2 thing that we loved that was brought back to the game. At the end of the round, you can take your pistol, pick up a weapon on the floor, and then when you respawn to begin the next round, you're going to have both those weapons, the one you bought and the one you picked up.
Gotcha. Jben opening up this round. Does get spammed up a little bit, but not before a trade of frags between Enji and Hero. So it is going to maintain that man advantage here for the Allies side. Waiting right up at the top of the stairs, but he turns his eyes just at the wrong time. 1 player creeping right around the corner. There is no walk in this. There's just the crouch, right?
So if you have a weapon that you can't aim down sight and move fast with, so an SMG you can aim down sight and walk fast and be silent, and then if you don't, like if you have an M1 Garand, for example, you have to crouch.
Gotcha. So learning a lot here today.
Yeah, there's some old school COD stuff with the crouching, and you're going to see a lot of players as Fire takes out Pride there. They run with their pistol out. Back in the day in COD 2, if you ran with your pistol out, you moved faster. So you can always spot an old school COD player by if he whips his pistol out just to move.
Gotcha. Very similar to how Counter-Strike, you run faster with your knife out than with anything else in the game.
For sure.
All right, we're down to a 1 versus 1 now. 30 seconds left in the round, and as you can see, I mean, Jben trying to figure out where he wants to go. He does have the bomb with him. He has picked up 2 kills on the round. Hero was able to get 2 before he fell, but all the way on the opposite side at the A bomb site is where we're going to get a bomb plant. So look at how far away, look at how tiny he is on the X-ray, how far away from this BCJ is. That's going to give a lot of time for Jben to set up for this and try to lock down this bomb site now that he's got the bomb taken away.
Yeah, and this is a very reoccurring situation for players on this map. Well, they'll take the bomb and run all the way to A and be in a similar one-on-one situation. You notice he's just staying here because he knows he can see where BCJ is coming from. So although it doesn't look like he's playing good defense, this is the best defense right here on the bomb site for Jben.
And there you go. He clutches it on out. So Jben, big round from him. 3 kills overall, picks up a bunch of coins as well. And Allies, now it's going to be Unloveables with their first lead since they won that opening round.
Yeah, and anytime, like I said before, anytime you're on the Allied side on any of these maps and you're winning, you definitely feel good. And Team Magic, though, not yet completely broke, as they are going to elect to buy a couple of 4 STGs, wow, and Tanaka's going to hold that scope. So although they did drop a couple of rounds, they still have the economy here to come back, and they're really going to want to have a lead here moving into halftime for sure.
Yeah, and I'm anxious to see Tanaka again on this scope rifle. He's been very dominant with that throughout. Basically the AWP from Counter-Strike, the one-shot, one-kill machine. And his reaction speed seems to be pretty on point. He's been hitting some pretty difficult shots from what I can tell. And again, he's going to go up on high and try to get some little bit better view. Oh, wow. Never mind. Jben looking for it. He's leaning around the corner, and he shucks and jives and takes him down. So that's a nice trade of frags there. Now Fire goes down, so it's a 4. It's a 4-on-3. So we'll have to see whether or not the Unlovable side can actually recover from this, but they haven't really pushed too far forward. I see you can spam through some stuff on this map.
There are some spammable things. I believe that's similar in CSGO and COD 4 as well. Spamming walls, anything that's wooden, really you can spam through. You're not going to get that hit marker, but you're going to hit them if they're on the other side of it.
Gotcha. So you don't get the intel. Now, if you're close enough, can you actually hear them taking damage on the other side?
You can. The character will make like a little grunt noise. Yeah. And you'll be able to hear them as Jben does take out BCJ, and they're going to jump into the B-bomb site here. But wow, he gets taken out by Mystik.
Thought for sure he was going to be able to pick up that second kill, but unfortunately not the case. We're into a 2-on-2 now. Great recovery here from Unloveables. Long spray there from Pride, but he finally finds the frag against him. And now still with no bomb plant. Coming around the corner, right into their sights. And Pride's going to finish things off. So overall, pretty solid stuff. Let's take a look at how the scores are looking right now on the server. Jben leading in frags with 9.
Yeah, so
Lex off to a little bit of a slow start, but that's okay. We'll forgive him. He's been playing Counter-Strike all day.
yeah, definitely. And that's usually, that scoreboard looks about right for these teams. Jben being pretty much the fragger for his team, and you saw him take Tanaka out with an M1 versus scope. So, you know, you can definitely tell he's got his aim down here. And Pride also one of the better players, or fraggers, should I say, for Team Magic.
Now, the M1 is basically a scopeless sniper.
So the M1 is a 2-shot kill up close, 1-shot headshot. It's literally just like it was in COD 2. And that's, you know, it's a four shekel purchase. It's it costs a little bit.
I was going to say it's expensive then.
It's a little on the expensive side,
Right.
but it is the more dominant weapon for allies if you need some range out of you.
Gotcha. So he must have just hit an absolute ripper. Hit a gem on him the last round and dropped him in 1, huh?
Yeah, absolutely. And then here you can see Lex. Wow, as this round already ends, before we could talk about it. So Lex picked up, what happened was Lex picked up Tanaka's scope from the round before, and he survived the round. And then Tanaka probably got donated or had the money in the bank, and he wound up buying a sniper. So you had 2 snipers on Coastal, which is always a huge advantage to have 2.
Really?
Yeah,
It's much harder to get them.
It's much harder to get them. I mean, you want your team to only have 1 so you can have those other weapons, but by all means, I mean, if he picked it up and he had it as a secondary, it's why not use it? It's dangerous.
Gotcha. And yeah, you can see that on Ultra Lex right now as he's got the let me get this right. He's got the Tommy, and he's also got the scope.
So Lex elected to just drop all German weapons at the end of that round. Found a scope from his teammate, and then said, you know what, I'm gonna go pick up an allied Tommy. So now he's got allied weapons, and a lot of people like to do that because the Thompson is also a dangerous weapon up close.
Gotcha, and here you go, Lex trying to lock down this house, see whether or not he can do it. He's just hiding in the corner. They're going to run right into this. That's 1 for him. 1 more right there around the corner. They don't realize it. 1 shot gets popped into him. 2 players versus 3 right now. As it is going to come down to just fire, and that is going to get finished off by Lex. That's another headshot for him. So he's starting to come alive now, picking up a couple of multi-frag rounds, and now we're all of a sudden at a 6-4 halftime, or a 6-4 score coming into the final couple of rounds of this opening half.
Yeah, and those were really 2 quick rounds that went by there, as I believe UNL was just trying to push up mid, and they really got erased there by Lex on both times. He had a scope, and then he had that Thompson he picked up. So Team Magic doing a great job of coming back after they lost their lead. So let's see if they can try to pull away here, because you really like to have the lead on the defensive side of this map.
So I was going to say, how do these maps generally fare as far as offense versus defense? And this one seems to be more on the defensive side. A little bit easier to hold the bomb sites than it is to take them.
A little bit easier to hold the bomb site. Pretty much on all maps, as I said before, are going to be defensive sided just by nature. However, I mean, if you have a good attack, like Unloveables has a very good attack right now, and if you can get your strategy down, you can really womp a team out here on Coastal. But however, when you're playing a team like Team Magic with the weaponry they have, and Lex and Tanaka with scopes, the advantage is definitely in the hands of Team Magic.
Yeah, look at this, coming through this choke point. Hero should be able to lock this down. Spots the 1. That's actually going to get stolen from him by Pride. Now the last man standing, Mystik, over here right from where his teammate dropped. And surely not in a 4 versus 1. Difficult situation for him to be in. Looking like the Axis are going to pick up their 7th round now. And Team Magic, they're kind of ripping and roaring now down the stretch of this one.
Yeah, they definitely adjusted there. They probably had a wake-up call on their voice comms after losing the lead, and they decided to make some adjustments here. I saw a couple of more players towards that B bomb site, and now you have Mystik up here in top yellow towards the B bomb site. He's got a bar and he's got a smoke. So this is definitely a save round for him, as he is doing that with that bar skin he has. He's definitely electing to save here, which is going to be huge, because if they want to have any chance of having an economy moving forward, he's going to have to hold on to this bar, which is worth 4 coins.
Gotcha. And you can actually see the coin count on the outside of their health bars.
Yep, that's their coin count right there, their current one. And then you'll see at the end of the round, if Mystik survives, he's going to get some just by the nature of the round ending, and whatever else he picked up. And he's going to maintain that bar. They're not going to chase him. So that's a good move.
Gotcha. All right. Well, not bad. 7-4. Magic, like I said, I mean, they're looking to, like you said, they want to make sure that they maintain a lead going into the second half of this one, because just from my passive seeing it, and I don't know anything about the game, it definitely looks like this map does favor the defensive side. And I don't want to say that it's like a heavy favor, but I would say this almost looks like a 10-5 or a 9-6 style map.
Definitely, yeah, you hit it right on the head. That's exactly what I was going to say. And then before the update came out, this map was even more one-sided. But they made a lot of good changes to the map over by Broken Wall, which helped out allies moving into B and etc. So yeah, it's definitely sided on the Germans. But I think we have some type of pause here. Is that what's happening?
Yeah, it looks like we got a pause going on. So maybe a little bit of a discussion out of the Unloveables side, just to try to figure out maybe we need to approach this in a slightly different way. Maybe we need to figure out something that we're doing wrong here because, Pride doing a really, really good job over towards that A bomb site, that B bomb site getting locked down by Hero. Lex trying to stay mobile in his area over by the Red House, and then obviously Tanaka on the scope was doing a lot of work for them, at least early on. He's kind of petered out a little bit over the last couple of rounds, but he was putting in a lot of work at the beginning of this one, which has allowed them to get up to that 4-1 scoreline before we saw those 3 rounds rattled off by the Unloveables.
Yeah, so Unloveables here, they stuck it to them early and got, a lot of rounds a little bit early into the half. And now you saw Team Magic make those adjustments, whether it was in their economy or where they were playing. And I think Unloveables just has to do that now. I don't think Team Magic needed the pause, but Unloveables will choose to use it. And here they are. This round's going to begin, and they're going to talk about their economy, is what I expect that they did. And here you can see they've elected to buy 3 Tommies, and they're going to keep that bar on Mystik.
Gotcha. Okay, so figuring out what they want to do. Now they've got a golden opportunity here. They're going to spend all their cash. You see 0 tokens for every single player on that allies side. So they're going to go whole hog, and it looks like B is going to be the order of the day this time.
So B is definitely the more played bomb site on allies. They did elect to go A early on. I think that was because of the way their economy was set up, but B is usually the site to take, as you can see all their team moving over here to yellow arches and yellow houses in the bomb site area.
Yeah, no fake thrown at all, no smokes on the other side of the map, nobody to draw them away. And you can see this also, 3 players from Magic are over here as well. 1 more player around the corner, gonna clean that one up as well. Hero dropping 1 more, and they've still got a 4 versus 1. So these last few rounds for Magic have really been dominant.
They made those adjustments at the B bomb side is really what it comes down to, and Unloveables unable to overcome that. The thing about this map is when you go B like that, as Jben takes out Lex, is you choreograph your movements. Like you said, no fakes, nothing special about it. They threw those smokes down, and they're just trying to stuff it into that B bomb site, and sometimes it can work and sometimes it doesn't. So I think they're going to have to make a couple of adjustments here on their attack if they want to get some rounds.
Alrighty, so 8-4, final couple rounds of this half as we move into the 13th round. And now with the limited buy, 3 coins apiece, what would be the most optimal arsenal to take forward into this round?
So you do have 3 coins in the bank.
Thanks, Rob.
So we're going to...
Look at those teeth.
All you need here, you don't really need too many weapons in order to take a bomb site. As we moved in on a German player there, the character.
Oh, I thought he was British.
I didn't think they were going to do that.
Oh, I'm kidding.
I didn't think they were going to buy the way they did just now. I would like to have seen them at least have some person buy out all 3 shekels up for a Thompson, and then have at least 1 player hold default and buy the utility, and have 1 person buy a weapon, the rest buy the utility.
So they're utility lists.
They're utility lists. They have 1 smoke in Jben. They pretty much full saved.
So this is basically a throwaway round, is what you're saying.
This is a full save default rush here. Just like their first round, they went A, and here you see them doing that again as a default round, trying to go A. Getting hung up here coastal as Enji's trying to jump out. Pride almost getting both of them. He will whip out the pistol, and Enji, though, overcomes him as he does get taken out, however, at the end. Yeah,
got him nice and low. Hero's able to clean that one up, so a 9-4 scoreline. And again, like I said, I mean, that 10-5, 9-6, it's almost looking like this could go 11-4 in favor of Team Magic.
Hey, it
really
could.
Pouring it on here in the last couple of rounds.
It definitely could. If Unloveables is confident in their ability to play defense, they shouldn't be too unhappy being the underdog with a 10-5 half. It's definitely intimidating seeing your teammate get 10 rounds on you in 1 half, but it's not impossible to make a comeback. We saw it happen a lot last week in the online qualifiers, so they would love to have at least 1 more round here. 2 would be absolutely great. 9-6 would be awesome for them against Team Magic.
Tanaka again on that scoped rifle, trying to put it to work. This time around, he's over by that broken wall, that statue area. 1 player right around the corner in front of him, and he's going to tag him. Not going to frag him, though. That's Jben right there around the corner. He does get a lot of damage in, but look at how they fall. 2 players left here. Make it 1, make it none. Hero sweeping around from the back lines, cleaning up all those frags.
Yeah, so he sniffed that out. He was that B bomb site player, and he rotated over that broken wall area, which is a very dominant position to be in if you have a STG-44 like that. So he got that rotate came in, and he was able to pick off a lot of players that are coming over from the B bomb site.
Yeah, really nicely played from him. And again, just taking a look at it, BCJ sitting at 15 frags. Pride, Hero, Lex, all at 12. Tanaka's cooled off, like I said, but he's running that scope. So if he's not getting kills, he's at least damaging them to the point where they're cleaning them up very, very
Definitely,
easily.
And he's got that eyesight with that scope to get a lot of info. He can kind of peek around the smokes towards their edge. He can kind of see around them a little bit or through them once they start to fade with that scope. So
that's a cheeky angle, isn't it?
that is. There's a lot of cheeky angles, and BCJ will find them. That's a +10 nade there for Hero.
Yeah, double kill with the nade. Beautiful stuff, and that what better feeling than to get a 5-on-3 advantage without even seeing anybody.
Absolutely, especially going in a half like that last round before
Demoralizing.
Demoralizing, absolutely. And
Yeah.
like I said, you wanted to see them get at least one more here, but like you said, I think we're going to wind up seeing an 11-4 half here in favor of Team Magic.
Yeah, Jben really low. He's going to go down. Nicely done from Hero. Picks up his 3rd frag of the round. BCJ and Tanaka finishing things off. So 11-4, and like you said, I mean, that recovery, they lost 3 rounds after going up 4-1, but after that, they never turned their backs on it and just completely shut it down. So we're going to swap sides here. Now on the Allies is Team Magic. On the Axis side is Unloveables. So defending is going to be Unloveables, and attacking is going to be Team Magic. So we'll see if they can continue on forward. Now, are these best of 3s or are these best of 1s?
I believe best of 1s, if I heard correctly, because I'm also playing in the afternoon, in the evening. I think it's a best of 1. They bid it all the way down to 1. Yes, it is a best of 1.
I'll be sure to talk massive amounts of crap about you when you're playing.
Hey, do it. You know, I'm old and I'm washed up. Call of Duty's been dead online for a while, and here I am. So
there you go. All right, so a little bit different pacing you can see out of this one coming from the Magic side, so maybe a little more discipline.
Definitely a lot more disciplined team, I believe.
And this is a really reserved
Yeah, that's
also
a reserve buy early on. And I think, look at this 3-2 split here. So, like you said before, we saw Unloveables kind of just try to jam into B. And now we're seeing Team Magic kind of do a 3-2 split, which is very effective as the bomb site, or the bomb is over at A with, you know, with just 1 player over there. Jben, 2 knives?
Yeah.
Wow.
That happened.
That must have been, I believe that was an A bomb site over there.
Yeah, it looked like it was over an A bomb site. He was kind of sweeping around there.
Yeah.
BCJ doing what he can to try and reel this one back in for his team, not anticipating a second player to be right where he dropped the previous one. And there's only 1 more on the server to find. That is going to be Tanaka. He is caught looking the wrong way. Player sweeping around from the side will finish him off. So Axis, again, they pick up the first round of the half. This time it's on the defensive side. And do you get extra tokens for knife kills?
You do not. Nope. Every player.
See, that's wrong.
Every player drops one shekel, no matter how they die.
They should drop 2 for a knife.
That would be nice, because grenades cost 2 now, so you can get a knife and then you get yourself a grenade. And that was a nice 3-2 split there by Team Magic. It looks like they kind of faked B. They bought a little bit of utility. I saw some smokes down, and they smoked that B bomb site, and then they took it A. So Unloveables being very intelligent there and just waiting out that split, and they do get that round. So let's see if they can hold here, as I think Team Magic looks like they're trying to do an all-out B rush here.
Yeah, very aggressive over in this area, and you can see already holding this site is going to be fire right around the corner. They're pushing right in. He's not even expecting it. Instant headshot. Now they're going to start swarming. Got to lock this down. There's a +10 for Mojo, but it's not going to be enough. He gets dropped by Hero. We're in a 3-on-3. Coming around from behind, though, they're dropping like flies. 1 more on the board here for Team Magic, and it's all going to be down to Jben. Bomb getting planted, 1v3.
Yeah, so this is a situation that early on he's not going to have the utility to make a good retake. A lot of teams now are saving their coins for later in rounds to buy things like nades and smokes, but they'll use them late with 40 seconds around in this situation to help themselves retake a bomb site. Because right now, if he had a set nade, he could have used it on that planner, but he's going to have to elect to save here early on in the half.
Yeah, and it doesn't look like they're too keen on chasing this one down. There was another token up there closer towards the bomb site that he avoided going and getting, just off of the sake that they can hear you pick up the coins.
They can hear you pick up the coins, and after the round is over, and like for example, when this bomb blows up, the round will be over, and you'll have that that 7 seconds of dead time. That's where most people are going to pick up
their coins.
Yeah, farm their coins.
Yep.
And during that 7 seconds, if you're trying to save, you can die as well. So although there's this round's about to end, if this player over here by B stairs bumps into Jben, but Jben takes him out. So if Jben died there, he would lose his weapon moving into the next round. He will get the save, though.
And he got an extra coin out of it at the end of
He
that
did.
one, too.
So
So
they
a little
hunted.
bit of a swap in
Yep.
the economy there.
Mm-hmm.
But nevertheless, I mean, you can just the scoreboard tells the tale, doesn't it? Though I mean, looking at the kill differential between one side versus the other.
Yeah. So BCJ being one of the top fraggers, honestly, in the community. He's a young kid. I believe he's 18 years old. He's an up-and-comer, and they had a tough couple of matches online, but he's picked it up here, and he's really fragging very well for his team. And then Jben still kind of holding it down, but UNL is going to need the rest of their fraggers to pick it up.
Yeah, absolutely. Haven't really said Enji too much in this matchup, except for gets
Unfortunately.
eliminated. So it's hopefully we'll see him step up moving forward. But already Pride able to take down Mystik, pushing that man advantage towards the side of the Allies.
Yeah, and I believe BCJ's here kind of creeping around that Thompson and
Want
bottom
to see
red.
2 more knife kills up here in the A-bomb site?
We could. Jben's the only one who's been able to get, multiple frags in a round, it seems like. But his teammate Enji will, as we were just talking about him, he gets a headshot there onto BCJ, which is big for him.
He's
Sometimes
back on
it's
the
nerves.
board.
You never know.
You never know. I mean, obviously he's struggling. That's his 7th kill so far in this one. But Fire picking up another one on Ultra Lex, walking around the corner, though. Hero, he's going to find one more this round. He's really stepped up in the last couple of rounds, too. So we are in a man advantage going towards the access side, but Hero again with
What a
the
jump
equalizer,
there.
and Tanaka has made his way up there. So they've got both players on that A-bomb site. And again, this is going to be, shouldn't be too difficult for them to hold, right? Oh, was that through the
We
wall?
spoke too quickly. I don't think so. I think he peeked a little bit. If it was through the wall, that was an amazing shot. It might have been. Did you
I
see
think it was through the wall.
That was a set. Fire has a lot of set nades and set spams and stuff coming from COD 4. And wow, that was an excellent shot there through the wall.
That was dirty. Knew he was
Yeah.
planning on the backside of the site. And
Yep. As we were
manages to
talking
pick that
about
up,
it, too.
yeah.
Hero now all left alone.
Spots the one, can't clean it up, and now we should have a defuse out. This is the first defuse that we've seen.
Yeah, good retake there by UNL.
Twisted, bop it.
Coming all the way from the other side of the map, starting it off with that headshot. They're going to retake that bomb site and get some good economy from that round. So they're
And some
holding in. They're
upgraded
holding on.
weapons, too.
Some upgraded weapons. They're definitely holding on here. I think they can get a couple more rounds and make it closer.
Definitely. I mean, the economy not looking all that great for Team Magic. You see Tanaka picking up the scope again this time around, but
That's a tricky situation here. He does buy a scope, and you notice neither him or his teammates have any economy. So if he drops his scope or they lose the round, we could see a minor momentum swing for a couple of rounds in favor of UNL now that they have a great economy and they seem to have figured out what they need to do on defense here moving forward.
gotcha. So again, Tanaka going to be popping off with that scope. See whether or not he can connect any shots here, try to give his team an advantage going down through the middle, but it's Fire to open things up this time around, and BCJ is already down.
Yeah, and Team Magic here playing kind of a split offense as Enji takes down Hero. Their bomb just got re-picked up, but they did elect to drop it still in spawn, and most of their players here in Spawn Street following Tanaka with that scope, just trying to probe for info, I think, and kind of play a safe save round, if you will, as they try to get info and pick. It's a pick strategy, so to speak, is what we call it, a pick strategy.
Gather up the info and work one of those picks. Very
Yep.
common, I think, across most FPS games.
Yeah, not different by any means.
Ooh! I thought that was a double kill, but then I realized that it was Lex killing somebody and then him turning around and killing Lex. I got really excited there. I was like,
It
man,
did
that was
pop
a
up
sick
plus
play.
10, didn't it?
Yeah, it did.
It might have been a little bit of a glitch.
That was a pretty sick play that I was watching happen, but it wasn't actually the play that I thought was happening.
As Tanaka gets tagged up there. Mojo would have loved to have ended it right there and killed Tanaka, and probably would have picked up that scope too.
Well, could you blame him? I mean, you already talked about on the Axis side how important those are.
They're very important, and if the player has his scope out, as Tanaka does get a cheeky scope there on a Mojo, if he has his scope out and dies, you can pick it up. But if he switches at the last second to his pistol, you're not going to be able to pick up that scope.
Bomb plant denied here as well. It's Tanaka versus 3. One player coming around from the back lines, but the time has expired. He's going to go hunt for those coins, and he will pick up one more additional one at the end of the round. So 12-7.
Coming back.
Yeah, Unloveables, you can't count them out just yet. And like you said, I mean, they've swung that economy into their favor. Now things are going to get equalized a little bit more. They've got some coins to work with on the Allies side. So really, what kind of investment are they going to have? And it looks like it's going to be pretty vanilla behind this as we see just the scope carried into this round.
Yeah, they're going to do pretty much a full save here. I think Lex had the most in reserves as far as money is concerned, so he does buy a little bit of utility with the smoke. But the rest of his team just going to go for a full save. I think they're just going to bide their time and hope they get enough economy to just kind of close out their lead that they have here. So Let's see if they might win a round saving, but normally they're just going to possibly drop one and try to move on to the next round.
Gotcha. I mean, they'll still have a 4-round advantage going forward, but
yeah, they shouldn't be too worried here. They do kind of have to get their stuff together, their attack, but they're definitely still in a good position here to win out.
Definitely like the pacing of some of these rounds, you know, much faster, get it in, get it over with kind of thing. But looking at this one now, trying to get a little bitty jiggle peaks there. A lot of bodies getting thrown at Mojo over here, but he adjusts. He makes the proper adjustments there. He's going to get the spray down. And he also found some good damage onto a couple other players, but unfortunately not able to get the kills right off the bat. He will pick up a second one before he falls. And now they're going to be looking to take over that B bomb site. Bomb is actually getting planted over here. Fire can hear all this.
Yeah, so very interesting. Mojo seems to be holding that B bomb site really well, but somehow Team Magic gets a plant down, so I'm not sure where
it's
the
like
rotates.
He was solo over there. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not sure where the rotates came in. Fire is close as he takes down Pride, but I would like to have seen him been a little closer.
Oh,
wow.
Lex, what an effort from him. Turns around, shanks him down, but unfortunately he is going to fall a little bit short there. Fire coming around from behind him. He can't keep his head on fast enough of a swivel to be able to adjust to that final frag, and I think he was actually almost out of bullets at that point as well. So
kind of a little frag movie quality clip that could come of that, but unfortunately he gets taken down. So although that was a flashy
he lost.
kill,
We won't worry about putting that in the frag.
You're not going to see that again. So nice job, Lex, but sorry. Fire's going to get the defuse, and now 12-8. 12-8.
Yeah, but now we should see a big buy down with that bomb plant and everything like that. I mean, Lex is going to have coins for days right now. He's got 7 to work with, which means he should have some utility going forward into this one, and should be able to pick up something. He's got 4 coins left. What's he going to go with here?
I don't know. I think, let's see, he has a smoke and a Tommy. I'd like to see him. He doesn't really need to donate them. He can save them. He probably will donate to his teammates next, but Pride has a M1, and now we're going to see all Tommy, so usually with a buy like this, you're going to see a bomb site get rushed, and I think that's what's happening. They're just going to go again and try again for B.
Yeah, they got a lot of damage early on Mojo as well. I believe that was some nade
little
damage
set nade
that they
there.
found. Yeah,
they got the info too they needed to know that he's been playing in B site, but now they definitely know he's there for sure. And he's in the same position he was last round. Let's see if it works out as he does take out Tanaka.
Yeah, a little aggressive there from Tanaka, kind of leading the way, making an individual play, and he gets out there way in front of his team. So now they got to figure out where they're going, and Mojo locking this bomb site down, round in and round out. He's got one more to beat, but he's got time on his hands and teammates swarming, so he should be able to lock this one down. Fire is even over there getting the assist from Mystik, and now all of a sudden it's just down to Hero. See if he can be the hero of the round this time around, but it's looking like we're going to go 12-9. This is starting to get a little bit uncomfortable, I would say, for Magic.
I definitely think so. I mean, we talked earlier that we thought they were just kind of saving and letting them kind of drop rounds so they could come back later, but they went for a kind of a full buy and it didn't work out. Unloveables really holding B site here. Mojo leading the way for them as he does take out another player in Hero at that B bomb site. So Unloveables got to feel really good right now. We're having a big momentum swing.
Yeah, and you said BCJ is usually the one that's fragging out, but I think Mojo might be up there near the top by now. Fire as well, doing a really good job kind of turning the tides of this one. It's really been Enji that's been struggling in this one, but as you can see, I mean, that defensive side is really what's helping them get back into this game. I mean, Tanaka's still down there at 11 frags. You've got Hero at 19, BCJ sitting at 18. But again, I mean, Jben, he's kind of gone quiet. But
Definitely
when in his absence, Mojo and Fire have really kind of picked up the pace here for him.
Yeah, it depends on your role on what side of the map. If Enji was an entry fragger, well, that would explain why they didn't, pick up all the rounds because they didn't have a very good attack to begin with. And now I think he's playing defense over at A, so he's really not going to be able to, so to speak, redeem himself because Mojo's stealing all these kills over at B.
I was going to say the same thing about Jben. Seems like he's over there towards that A bomb site. Not really available for him to do much with this. Good repeat coming out. They're actually unlocking this B bomb site this time around. They managed to pick off both Mojo and Fire, the top fraggers for the Unloveables side. And that nade, is that going to sail far enough?
It might go a little too far. He gets no tag. I would like to have seen him save it because now he's got to buy another one.
Yeah, either that or at least save it for like a post-plant situation, drop one, bank it off a wall or something like that, try to find some damage. Because you do see hit markers for grenades, right?
You do see hit markers for grenades, and you actually, they'll jingle a certain way and make a certain noise, and you'll know if you've tagged multiple players.
Really? That's good information to know.
Yeah.
So a 3-on-4, will they go for the retake here? That's the real question, and I don't think they are. It doesn't look like they are.
I don't think so. A little bit of a passive play here. They have 3 players with good weapons. However, if you can take a look at their economy, they're going to be broke if they did lose these weapons. So although at first I criticized them for playing a little passive, honestly, with the way they've swung the momentum, they can afford to drop one here and save these weapons moving forward.
It is going to give Team Magic a 13th round on the board, putting them within striking distance and closing out this match. They'll only need 3 more after that. So bomb goes off. They're going to hang on to these weapons and go right into the next round. And it is 13-9, so 4 rounds the difference. And I mean, that's a far cry from that 4-1 lead that we saw from Team Magic in the beginning of this one.
They're definitely playing better now being on that defensive side. So like if they had gotten a 10-5 half previously, they would be sitting a little prettier. But nonetheless, they made a little bit of a comeback here and a momentum swing. I think they can hold on and get a couple more rounds here. But if they can't continue to hold B, they've held it well so far. But Team Magic adjusting and just staying true to what they know, and that's that B bomb site. Their split didn't work. B seems to be working, so they're just going to keep going, I think. But before I could even speak, they changed it all up. I believe this is a kind of a split situation here that we saw earlier is what's happening.
I was going to say a lot more pressure towards middle this time around. You can see some players starting to filter over towards that B bomb site once again. That's actually going to be Lex kind of pushing forward. 2 players flanking around the backside towards this A bomb site. And going to have to keep his head on a swivel. Jben might not catch these players running through. They get through the doorway. And he does get some damage, but he can't get the kill, so that A bomb site is now compromised.
Definitely compromised here, and Jben's left all alone. He's in red house, which is normally a good position, but they ran right by him through that smoke into the A bomb site. So now it's going to be very tough for him to retake. And wow, Tanaka, he's got the reflexes of a cat, doesn't he? Now Enji on the Lex.
That was a really good positional play from him as well, because they knew that he was over there in the red house, and they just had to wait for him to walk on out.
Yeah, great point.
Yep.
Great point.
So he just bides his time, waits for it. He's like, I got a 1-shot, 1 kill. This guy comes walking, trying to get back into that A bomb site house, and I'm just going to be able to fully take him down. Tanaka unfortunately missing that, but he gets the information, he gets the call. They hear the footsteps, Fire trying to make his way up the stairs. One right there around the corner, and BCJ is going to end him.
Mojo making his way up there, traded onto BCJ, but he didn't get the other kill. Jumps up through, and Pride's is going to take out Tanaka. So the time's going to tick away here, and Enji's not going to have enough time to defuse this bomb here.
Does spot him, gets the headshot.
Got the kill, so that's going to hurt their economy.
3 seconds. Why is he getting so aggressive here? Is he going to go? Is he dying with the bomb?
Might have been looking to pick up that shekel, but at the last second realized if he's too close to the bomb, it'll blow up and kill him. So he's just going to go pick up this shekel here late in the round.
There you go. So I don't exactly. Obviously, I don't know how big the bomb radius, the explosion radius is on this, but in Counter-Strike, depending on the map, it's either massive.
Yeah.
Or you can stand like 10 feet away from it and not die.
I've seen that. It's kind of in between here. Most people, this one being in the house, as long as you're not on that floor of the house, you're going to be okay.
Really? So you can be like 1 floor down and you'll still live?
If he's downstairs, he's going to live.
Wow.
He's going to live, yeah.
Not sure what kind of explosives they had back in World War II. But
Not sure.
That is some weak stuff.
That house is already blown up, so you would think.
Yeah. Oh, almost gets the spam there at the end. BCJ, though, with the opener. Jben down and out. Enji still defending over here towards this A bomb site, but he's going to have a lot of, I almost called them CTs. He's going to have a lot of allies coming into his face. They would be the terrorists, though, wouldn't they?
Yeah, they would be.
Yeah.
They would be.
Oh, spotted?
I think so. You can see him creep through. I think he did spot him.
Yeah, but I think that's his teammate, isn't it?
No, it is. You're right. It is his teammate. I don't know why. Well, because the bomb is swinging over there through that A side of the map again, so they're kind of electing to give up behind them and take these broken wall peeks towards the A site, which is a very effective play. But Tanaka on the Enji. Unfortunate move there for Enji to get taken out, as BCJ will clean up Fire, and they're going to win that round. So Team Magic getting to that 15-round threshold.
Yep.
All they need is one more here.
Absolutely. And again, I mean, just a quick look at the scoreboard to see where we lie. BCJ making a late resurgence up there to 22 kills. Lex doing his work at 17. Obviously, much love for my CSGO brother. But across the board, I mean, obviously, you know, Unloveables, they're not doing a bad job.
No,
by any stretch of the imagination. And like you said, I mean, they come in here as the underdogs in this matchup regardless of their situation. But just kind of getting a little bit overwhelmed as far as this is concerned with Team Magic. They seem to have a little bit more teamwork on that Allies side.
Yeah, for sure.
And you can really kind of see it come to fruition here.
Unloveables just unable to adjust mid-game. They were holding B site very well, but then, you know, as soon as Team Magic moved back to their A / kind of mid push, they couldn't adjust. But Enji will at least take out Hero here at Coastal on A.
Yeah, goofy lack of clearing angles, I guess.
Yeah.
So
walked out there, didn't he?
Yeah, he just kind of gave himself up. But this is looking like it is going to be a round for the Axis, so they should be able to get the double-digit rounds.
Which feels good.
This is a nice play from Jben, getting right around the side. Not going to see him. Ooh, the
Not yet.
timing is just brutal on this one. Oh, the timing is massively brutal. Look at this. There's one. There's two. So Tanaka, like, nice little ninja play.
He's
Could
got
be
the
able to,
bomb.
I was going to say, should be able to get a bomb plan out of this, but they are scoped up. They are watching for this area. And I believe he just spotted Mystik over there by the broken wall.
Wow, he does have the bomb, and there's no reason to save, right? He was up against a 1-on-5, but there's no reason to save because all they need is one more round. And he has money in the bank, so he will get this bomb down in a very winnable 1-on-3 situation for Tanaka. This would really hurt if you're Unloveables to lose this.
This would be a disgusting ace clutch.
Disgusting to lose too, you know, after you thought you were going to get double digits. He's just kind of prone up here in second A because they can jump on the tank and peek you front. And now he's going to watch 1-2. He does get a knife.
Oh my God, no way.
Excellent kills there by Tanaka. He makes this a 1-on-1. He's going for a 1-on-5.
They're looking for it around the corner. 20 seconds left on the clock. How long does it take to defuse the bomb?
It's a 7.5 second defuse, so you're not going to see the decimal point.
He knows the timing. He's jumping on up. He's coming right around the side.
He
It's
got a 1-on-5.
1v3 clutch. Oh, what a round from Tanaka. Wow.
And that's it. They won with
and
a 1-on-5.
he shuts it down. An ace to close it out. What a beautiful play from him. 16-9, Team Magic.
Wow, I'm starstruck at the end of that.
You don't see that every day, do you?
You don't, not in that situation.
What a
But
beast.
Tanaka showing he's got what it takes with a 1-on-5 situation. So Team Magic is going to take this first streamed match here at Fragadelphia for Battalion 1944.
That was pretty wild. Now, I know you got to go get ready for your match.
I don't think I'm playing. I'm playing in the second group. This is still first group play, if I believe.
Well, then never mind.
I think I'm going to be here until we switch.
All right.
Short break.
So with that case, yeah, with that in mind, we're going to take a quick break, guys. We will be back with some more Battalion